So how does, because like a lot of people will be like, yeah, but then how does like what you guys have built is such a huge thing right now? How does that come about? Because like you got this strain, you got RS11, you got Zope going. Where does it come that like Wizard Trees and now you got Doja, you know, and your whole crew? It's this massive collab that is so successful, bro. How do you even put that together? How does that work out?
Bro, you don't like put it together intentionally. It's just kind of an organic thing that just pops up. Yeah. It's like, you know, I'm pretty like I've been friends with Wizard Trees for a while, so that just made sense. And, you know, he had like a lot more production than I did. So it was just like, I'm gonna focus more on the breeding selections. And then he was just really focused on, you know, more on the production side. Cause like, he's one of the best, you know, like large scale cultivators out, Wizard Trees for sure.
Agreed. Straight up. Yeah.
Like,
shout out to
like
Wizard.
He'll scale up, bro, but like the quality is still like his number one, you know, one concern for sure.
Yeah, that's facts.
Yeah. Most of the people that once you get over like a couple hundred lights, they just don't give a fuck. They just try to pump anything out, but like,
unsmokable. Yeah, it's like unsmokable at damn near at that point when it gets that big for most people.
Yeah.
Yeah, he scales back when the quality.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, shut the shit down.
It's because it doesn't take long, bro. You could spend, you know, your whole life building up a reputation. It only takes like a couple bad drops to fuck it all up.
It's tough. It's tough for grows and brands right now on just batch to batch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that's really what it is.
Consistency is hard, especially in like the rec environment now, bro. Like people aren't like growing their own strains. Like they're outsourcing it. So it's like, say you have, you know, strain A and 4 different cultivators are growing it and you're doing a buyback program on them and white labeling it. Like, you know, all 4 of those, you know, growers, like the bud's going to come out different. So like you could go, you know, on Monday and buy, you know, some strain A and then come the next week and get like a whole nother product basically.
Doesn't even look like the other one, the same one.
Yeah, because none of those growers are not using the same SOPs or anything like that. So
how do you call it the same thing and put it out then?
Just because.
Or like, can you?
Yeah, they do it. Like, it's like they don't really have another choice. Like a lot of the brands now, they're not cultivators. So, you know, like they're really good marketers. So like, you know, they got to source strains and source growers to grow that strain. And then they market the strain. So like, in my opinion, it'd be better just to stick with one grower instead of just like, you know, branching out and giving the cut to like 5 different growers and just to try to get your volume up. Cause that's a good way to make strains die, bro. Like if, you know, like people got to be happy with you, with what you sell them. So it's just like, once the, you know, customer and your followers become unhappy, it's just like, you're doing something wrong. And if you don't address it and fix it pretty quickly, like, you know, like it'll die out.
A lot of people don't know that that's how
and
a lot
it's your
of these
fault
brands.
that it dies out, bro. Like, honestly, like, you know, you're not being consistent. You're not giving them, you know, what you're showcasing. So you can't market it as one thing. And then, you know, like every second, third run, it comes out mids. Like, you know, the people that support you are going to feel played. Like, damn, I'm spending all this money for this. And like, you know, Instagram now, if you get like they buy a shitty fucking eighth, bro, they're going to post a picture of it, put it on Instagram and flame you. Like, yeah.
50 pounds of fire, 1/8 of bad shit. Yeah. And it'll stand out.
Yeah. Like if you know, sell like a 1/8 of smalls, like that shit's going on Instagram and like, they're going to come for your life.
No, for real.
Especially if you're taking like fire ass pictures and then when someone actually gets it, it's mids. Like they're gonna feel played.
Hardest part about growing weed though is consistency.
Oh, for sure.
That's the hardest part.
It's easy to have a good run, bro. But yes, you have 10 good runs in a row. Like that's where like the real experience comes in. Like how to troubleshoot problems. Like, damn, you have an AC that died. Like, how do I mitigate the damage and still, you know, come out with a good run?
Yep. or what strains to run, what's selling, what can we get our numbers on, what can we get for this versus this, but this puts out more weight than this. There's like such nuances to cultivation that most people like I don't think a lot of people, like what you just mentioned, people understand. Like you said, a lot of the brands don't grow their own product. Like, yeah, they don't. They go to a place and they literally just pick out bags and look at pounds. And so like, yeah, this would be good for the brand.
Yeah, like there might be, strain A that they get from a big, 1,000 light facility. And that strain A might be, 4 different strains on the dispensaries under 4 different companies. And it's the same strain from the same batch. So like, that's kind of how rec is now.
Yeah, it's wacky. That's why rec needs to turn it up. Holy hell.
And then, a lot of this, like when you buy a lot of like, weed on rec, like they don't disclose like the genetics. Like they'll even say like all, genetics undisclosed, or like they don't disclose what it is. And it's because they might not even know what it is, or it's just because, they're white labeling it. And then they don't want to make it seem like, like this is just like a generic strain that we got and we renamed and made a design for it. Yeah.
Hey, if you like that video and you want to see more, make sure you hit the like button below and subscribe to the channel. First Smoke of the Day clips.